Hey, 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 and welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everyone this morning? Super duper excited to be here. I'm super duper excited because we have Kelly Shields with us today. What's up, Kelly?
What's going on, people?
If you have been coming to Tipsy Tuesday, you know his partner in crime, Stephanie Butler. She is usually the host with me as well. She has taken a step back, and Kelly has stepped up and is going to be here with us from here on out. Stephanie will probably pop her head in here and there.
And didn't I say that a few weeks ago that I was going to be on here every Tuesday now?
That's right. Mindset. We were talking mindset, and you said
put it out there. It's going to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you are new to Tipsy Tuesday, this is a 30-minute webinar that we do every Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time and 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which is my time. So it's 30 minutes. You can go to tipsytuesdaymastermind.net and register for each one every week. We also have a Facebook group that we have developed where network marketers come in. And we hang out and we talk and we ask questions, we share content and just really feed off of each other and grow each other's business. So if you're watching this on a recording, you're going to be able to click below to get into the group. If you are already in the group, then definitely, meet us over there after Tipsy Tuesday today and we'll chit chat. But today we are going over Snapchat.
This is like week 3, isn't it? Snapchat.
Yep. I think so, yeah. So if you did not see last week's Snapchat, go ahead and go back in. If you're watching this on the recording, you can go back into the channel and you'll see that the Snapchat prior to that one kind of introduced a little bit of how to get set up and the little things of Snapchat and stuff like that.
Like like the icons and what everything that does and kind of, the basics, right?
Yes. Yeah, so today we're going to be going over more of features, why to use Snapchat for your business, and how to make money on Snapchat. So,
good stuff.
Yes. So, Kelly, how do you make money on Snapchat?
Just like any other social media platform out there. You build an audience, and you give value.
Absolutely.
Get them on your list. It's a big list builder. Snapchat is, because they're looking at it. If they take a screenshot or not of it, and when they're doing that, they trust you. If they're taking screenshots of your stuff, it's obviously good enough for them to take a screenshot. So when they do that, they're going to go check it out or whatever it is that you put out there. And if it's a little thing to put on your list, or you can put whatever you want, but it's a big list builder, I believe. I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, and what he's talking about as far as the screenshot goes, we'll go into that a little bit later and show you how to be able to see the screenshot and all that stuff. So why should we use Snapchat? Well, it is 2016, and that is where communication is going, huh?
Absolutely. It's crazy. They talk about a paradigm shift, and if you're not with it right before it starts and when it starts, where are you going to be 2 years from now when this thing is like bigger than Facebook? You got to be. That's where the millennials are. The age group. I know we're in our 40s. I'm sorry, did I release your age? But
there was no social media when Kelly and I were getting raised.
Right? I had to learn all this stuff. I didn't know what the heck I was. I knew how to email and I knew how to play on Facebook. That's about it. And how'd you learn how to play on Facebook? You started playing with it. It's doing it every single day and getting it into a habit of doing it.
Yep. Now, you had mentioned something about Facebook. So Snapchat gets where are we at? 8 million?
Snapchat gets 8 billion video views a day.
Billion, that's with a B, right?
8 billion video views a day. And that's where Facebook is now. That's what Facebook gets. And Snapchat, I believe, started in September of 2011 is when Snapchat started. So within, it's only been what, 5 years?
Yep. And Facebook tried to buy Snapchat just this year for $3 billion, and Snapchat said, no, thank you, Facebook.
And that was right after Facebook purchased Instagram for $1 billion.
Yep. Yeah.
So the Facebook's trying to buy them up because they know they're good. The platform's going to be like, it's a platform of the new era of the millennial age once they come out of college, and that's what they're doing right now. And that's the craze right now. And if you're not learning this stuff now, you're going to be left behind. Even if you're not doing it right now, really get the concept of it down. You know, if you're focusing on something different right now, you know, don't see that shiny squirrel and I got to go do this now, da, 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 da. You know, finish what you're doing, but apply this too.
Yeah, just start playing over there.
Even if it's playing with your spouse or whatever, you know, that way, or with your kids. Start out with your kids first, maybe if they have, you know, tablets. I'm sure they all do. You know, make 2 snap, and you can do it in your own house with them. You can, you know, shoot back and forth and practice. And wouldn't it be good to get good at it before you put your business out there? You know what I mean?
Yep. And if this, like I said before, we do have the part 1 of Snapchat. So if, you know, you want to know how many, you know, it's 10-second videos and things like that. That's all in the first one. So if you are watching this replay, just go back to the first one and then come back to this one, and we're going to go a little bit more into features and how to do things like that, why you should be using it for your business. Well, just like we said, this is where things are going. This is where communication is going. As far as, you know, Kelly and I's age group and stuff like that, most everything that we all heard about Snapchat is that's where the kids are.
Yep.
And that's how parents were communicating with their children. Their children would pick up the thing and do a 10-second, hey, I'm at Elizabeth's house, I'll be home in 10 minutes or whatever. And then the parent was able to snap back and say, okay, cool, thanks. And this is communication. This is the way communication is going. I know, you know, Kelly and I are in our 40s, and it's like mind blowing. You know, I mean, with the text messaging, I was like, oh my gosh, these kids are like so, you know, LOL and all these little things that they do and stuff like that. And this is it. So not only for business, if you're watching this and you don't have a business right now or whatever, you're just tapping in. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You want to be on this. You want to make sure that you're understanding where this Snapchat social media is going, because this is where everything's going right now. Right. So as far as Snapchats go and things like that, you know, Snapchat's kind of like your own little reality show. You know, you get 10-minute clips, so you can wake up in the morning, and, you know, for me, I do my blogs and my content in the morning, so I can do a 10-second real fast clip and let them know to go to my blog, you know, and get value there.
Right.
And then, you know, you're going to, just like every other social media, you're going to want to, you know, have a call to action.
Right.
No matter what. So make sure that you're doing the call to action. Make sure that you are, you know, any kind of invites, you want to make sure that you're not always doing a call to action, because people are wanting to see the back side of you. You know, I mean, you're a marketer, so people want to see what your life is like, you know. Right. The one most interesting part, and most of the people that I run into, if they're not in a home business yet and they're curious about a home business, they want to know how I, you know, go about my day. How do I stay motivated to keep working? Or how do I work when my child's in the other room? How do I do this stuff? Well, with Snapchat, I can do it in, you know, 10 seconds. You know, I go and I hang out with my kid, because it's a snow day. Just the other day I did a Snapchat. It was a snow day. We set up the tent. We did like 10-second chats and snaps. And then the next thing you know, now you see, I just got done working, and now I'm going on and I'm playing and I'm having a good time with my kids. That's how the home business operates, and not necessarily on a schedule. You know, as entrepreneurs who work at home, we don't really have a schedule. We go back and forth as far as, 1 minute we have this and the next minute we have this, we try to keep the schedules, but our lives, come in, we have children, we have things that happen.
You got to live.
Yeah, and that's the best part about being in a home business, is being able to do this. And the fact that we have this social media for us as marketers is absolutely insane. Because years ago, you used to be knocking on the door. Hi, I have a business opportunity. How would you like to, make some extra money? Not anymore. You got people from all across the world watching your Snapchats.
That's right. And it's all about building the audience. You got to build your audience.
Yes. And as far as audience building and stuff like that goes, we chatted about that in the earlier one too. So you cannot go and follow people on Snapchat and things like that. You have to actually get them and get their codes and things like that.
Right.
And then there's the engagement part of it. You definitely want to have engagement. So with Snapchat, what happens is you don't have a news feed like your Twitter accounts, your Instagram accounts, your Facebook accounts. You don't go into Snapchat and get all confused with all the different things that are going on. Whoever just recently posted blah, 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 blah. This is just whoever you follow, it'll show you if they have any videos. So that person literally has to click. I'll swap over and show you guys how this all works in just a minute. But you want to also be able to get engagement. So with engagement over on Snapchat, the way that works is you ask them to take a screenshot of your video. So let's say you're promoting a new blog post or a webinar. You want them to take a screenshot, because then they'll be able to have that link and be able to go to that later to be able to join your webinar or go to your blog and check it out. So that's how screenshot works. And you can actually see, once you're in Snapchat, who's taken the screenshots and who's watched. So that definitely gets you in the groove of it too. You can do personal messages and things like that back and forth. So you got anything else for that?
No, you covered it pretty good.
And with the Snapchat, you want to be you. There is no other person than you. So just make sure you're being you. I mean, if going to the park is what you do, then you show that.
Exactly.
If you're one of those people who like to go to the beach or whatever, be that person. Don't try to be someone you're not.
Exactly. Be yourself.
Yes.
That's what's going to make your business grow, is you being true, you being yourself. And once you do that, then you'll notice, wow, all these people really do care or really do find value in what I'm giving. And then once you realize that you have the value, and if you just do what you know, like Diane Hoffman says, just do what you already know how to do, and be real about it. Don't be a fake person.
Yep. All right, so we're going to go over. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see that?
I can see a black. There it goes. Yep. You're up.
Okay. So now that you have your Snapchat app and everything's good and you've got your profile set up, like I said, and you've got your everything set up, your little person right here.
Yep.
You can do all this. Make sure you go to the first training if you haven't seen that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you real fast some pretty cool little features that we can do. So this little button down here is how you do a video. So I'm going to do a quick video and I'm going to show you some cool little things that you can do with it. Hey, just sitting here on Tipsy Tuesday with Kelly Shields. We're hanging out talking about Snapchat and showing some cool features. Hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, so what happens is this is going to keep playing. This is where sometimes I get lost and tend to video send out the video without unmuting, but you can mute right down here so that while you're editing, you're not hearing yourself replay and replay, because it will just keep replaying and replaying.
Right.
So right up here is a crayon. The crayon part, you can see, you can pick different colors and write just like that. This one right here is the undo. So you can do all sorts of, you know, anything you want to the picture. You can change the color and undo and undo. And then there's this big T is text. So I can write hanging with Kelly on webinar. And then you push done, and you can put this wherever you want. You see how I'm sliding that back and forth? And then right here where it looks like a little piece of paper, you click on that, and that's your little emojis. So you can do emojis on them, whatever you want to do. Okay, but before, this is the one thing that I have done numerous times. Before you click this little arrow to send it to your storyboard, you are going to want to unmute it. And then you're going to send it to your story. At this point, you can send it to any of your contacts. So you can send this as a personal message right here as well, just by clicking, you know, the person. But I'm going to send this to my story. Up here where it says my story, you just click right there, and then the arrow is going to show back up for you, so you can push it off to your story, and at that point you can see my story now just got hanging with Kelly on webinar. You can see where I've had my day. So, you know, if somebody were to come over, right here is all the people that I follow. So Stephanie was out earlier today. I literally, see, this is no news feed. This is who has done the latest Snapchats. Your Snapchat is only there for 24 hours. So you can stroll down and watch whoever you want versus getting all caught up in a bunch of different news feeds of everybody and then people not seeing you. As long as you're creating that value. And when I say value, I mean, you know, webinars that you can attend, anything that you've learned that day that can be beneficial to your audience. If you have a quote that you came across, get on and share it with the world. You know, do a 10-second quote real fast and share it with the world.
Right.
So here's a cool new feature as well. I'm going to go over to Stephanie. So she's doing a video of a house. Right down here, you see where this says chat? If you click on that, I can talk to Stephanie and chat with her. And then I send it, and then Stephanie will get it later. Now, if Stephanie was on, let me see. Where is that? Let's see if we can.
I can send her a message real quick. Maybe she'll jump on.
Yeah, if she was on, I could chat with her live right there, and you would be able to see through that. We can do another short video and put it on YouTube to show you how to do that as well. I'm going to show you this really cool feature though. Okay, so here is me again. I'm going to touch on my face. You see that, how it came across and mirrored my face? Mm-hmm. Now it's going to give me the option of all these cool little things that I can do. So I can take a picture of, watch.
You like that one, don't you?
Oh, yeah. So you have all these cool things, and these change up daily. I have not seen this one. Hello, butterfly. You know, these wicked eyes, all these change daily, so you can play around with it all you want. So you can do all sorts of different pictures and stuff like that and send it as well.
It still makes you laugh. We're 40 years old, right? I mean,
I know.
Right? It still grabs our attention. So, I mean, just that alone says, why aren't you on Snapchat? So you
exactly. People want to see this craziness, you know? So just get out there and have fun with it. People are wanting to know you. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this. If you swipe up, oops. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick picture of myself. Okay, so now if I swipe up, you see these little pictures that are coming across? And wherever you're in, so I'm in Colorado, so there will be a bunch of Colorado stuff. Kelly would have Florida stuff. Oops. See Denver, the time. You know, you can do different filters. So there's all sorts of cool stuff that you can do inside of your Snapchat as well. And let's say like, okay, so I'm gonna send this to Stephanie. So this is a personal message going to only Stephanie. It's not gonna go to my storybook or anything like that. I'm gonna send it off to her, and now she's got a video. So I could easily as well, let's say Stephanie's been watching my Snapchats. And this is how you start using this in developing relationships through your business. Okay, so I would say, hey, Stephanie, I see that you've been watching my Snapchats. Thanks so much. I look forward to more of yours. We'll see you soon. And of course, you can send that, you can do whatever you want and edit it and all that good stuff as well. And then once again, boom, sent it right over to Stephanie. So you can see, and then Stephanie can come back to me and she can write, you know, she can do a video right back to me or whatever. Let me see, let me come back. Okay. So you can see how Snapchat can allow you to start building those relationships. So if someone comes over, just like we talked earlier, you can't go and follow my followers. You can't go like on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. You can go and see who, you know, who this is and who this is and who this is. Snapchat's a lot different. You have to go find people. Any people that you find, let me show you real fast. Any people that you find on Facebook or anywhere that have their picture up, do a quick screen share. So like you can go over to my profile and we'll start a chain in the Facebook group. How come it's not screen sharing?
Nope, I got your face. Not screen share yet.
Okay, there we go. You seeing it now?
Nope, not yet.
Now?
Nope.
Huh.
There it goes.
Okay.
Now I can see it. Well, you were on your face. That's probably why I didn't see it.
So right here, you see that, that's my Snapchat. That's my Snapchat code. So you could hold up your Snapchat app to the code and it will add me. You can take a screenshot of the code and then at that point, it will add you. This was also covered in the first one that we had done last week. So that'll show you how to add people, and it makes it a lot more intimate. You know, you really grow your base and you start building your relationship on Snapchat on a different level than you do on Instagram or Twitter, because Instagram and Twitter, you can wake up one morning and have 50 new followers, and to be able to catch up with 50 new followers is like, oh gosh. Where Snapchat, they either had to see your code, they had to have connected with you somehow to be able to follow you, or the chain stuff that, you know, people are doing on Facebook, just like we will in the group. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, make sure to get into the Tipsy Tuesday group so that you can start getting followers and people will follow you back.
Right.
Speaking of following you back, you do want to follow people back. Okay, I tend not to follow anyone who doesn't have a picture. If they come over and they start to follow me, I don't follow them unless they have a picture, because in my opinion, they haven't really started doing their Snapchats if they don't even have a picture in their profile. And there can be some people over there that you don't want to get messages from. And at least if you have a picture of them, I can trust that they're, you know, a legit person.
And you can always block people. If you get those people, you can always hit the block and you'll never get a message from them ever again. Yeah,
so it's real easy. You know, I know a lot of rumors and stuff have started with Snapchat and how things are over there and stuff like that. And yes, but they're like that on every social media. You'll find it everywhere you go. I mean, it's just our world. And but definitely all you have to do is just, you know, just like Kelly said, block them out.
Block them out.
That's it. So the reason you want to follow people is because if someone follows you, automatically you will show up in their area of videos, so they can watch you immediately. However, if you don't follow them back, you cannot communicate with them. You can't send them messages. You can't do that live chat with them. So you want to follow them back so that you guys can have that
the ability to chat. Yeah, that's huge. It's like, you know, just like Messenger on Facebook, how you and the other person are just seeing the message. Somehow you didn't know what that was. But yeah, just you two are seeing the message. But if you both aren't friends, you don't get that option.
Yeah.
They have to add you as a friend, and you have to add them as a friend, and to be able to communicate.
Absolutely. So yeah, so other than that, just be you. There is no likes, no comments, no nothing like that on Snapchat. So just go over there and start playing. I mean, if someone watches your video, great. If nobody does, who cares? You're just getting started. Just like with any kind of marketing that you do, you always have a growing spurt, and just get over there and start doing it. Start being consistent with it. Start, you know, telling your people over on Facebook to see you over on Snapchat so that they can see a different aspect of you. Every single social media holds different types of things that happen, and different types of people hang out on different types of social media. So just get over there and start playing, just like Kelly said. Even if you're just chatting back and forth with your spouse or your kids or whatever, just get used to it, start playing around with it, and, you know, start sharing it.
Or with your teammates, you know, the teammates that you have, that try to get that communication with your teammates that you already have. That way they get used to doing it. They start using it that way, and it just grows.
Absolutely. That's a great point. Get over there and start getting them. I mean, if you find out something, you know, oh my goodness, guess what just happened in the company? You know, we just got blah, blah, blah. And you can send a mass message on Snapchat to
those specific people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to go and spam a bunch of people, because then guess what happens? You're going to get blocked. And that's not the whole point. But if you have a team of 20 people and you need to get something across to 20 people without, you know, it getting confused in Facebook or sending messages to each one or whatever, quick Snapchat of 10 seconds, send it over to all of them, keep in communication over there with them.
Yeah. Different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
And this is the new way. Learn it. I mean, they went through a couple known people who use Snapchat in their business now. You know, the guy Joel Comm, is that his name? COMM, I think. He wrote the book on Twitter. Google his name, Joel Comm. He wrote the book on Twitter. Now, if this guy's streaming about Snapchat, and he's a Twitter guy that wrote the book on Twitter, and he's screaming about Snapchat now, and then you got John Lee Dumas, who is the creator of Entrepreneur on Fire. It's a podcast. It's the biggest known podcast in the entrepreneur world, and he's screaming about Snapchat. Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Eric Thomas, Nick Unsworth. I mean, the list goes on. All these known marketers who are making 8 figures, 7 figures are learning Snapchat now. And just like us, they had to start somewhere and learning new things. And one cool thing that you'll learn out too, and I'm sure we'll have some trainings in the near future, is the geo filters and how geo filters work, like a hashtag. You remember when hashtags come out for like Twitter, you write hashtag be the juice. Well, you're going to find all the stuff that was be the juice. You're going to find all that stuff down there. Right. But anybody can spam it. They can put their picture and put hashtag be the juice, then their stuff's going to come up there. But if you have a geo filter, that's, I don't know if you know this, but Bitmoji and all those are going over to Snapchat. So you're going to be able to get geo filters with your own Bitmoji that looks like you as a filter. So no one else is going to grab that filter because it's not a picture of them. It's a picture of you. And you got that geo filter, so you can't get spammed.
Yep.
So I can't wait to learn. That's just a little bit that I learned through these first couple of trainings that we've had. And there's more trainings and more trainings that are going to come, and it's stay up to date with it.
Yeah. We'll definitely do another one on geo filters once we master it and figure it out a little bit more as far as how that goes, because it's definitely, just like Kelly said, I mean, it's the way to go, and it's not going to get spammed with the way hashtags do. So this is, once again, Snapchat is ahead of the game.
Yep.
And you want to get over there and just start playing. I think your idea about your team, getting your team over there and really
get them using it, get them playing with it.
Because I mean, like us, we're inside of My Lead System Pro. My Lead System Pro is what has taught us all of the Snapchat up to now. If you need any information about this, it's going to be in a link below as well. We're also going to have a link below for another Snapchat training, which is probably about an hour long, that was hosted by My Lead System Pro. But with My Lead System Pro, we have a Wednesday webinar every Wednesday that you can go to. And, as far as keeping your people in the loop, just like, let's say you're with some health and wellness company and you want to make sure that your team members know that tonight's phone call starts at 7 p.m. and they need to be on this because it's going to cover something that you want them to know about. You just quickly shoot a 10-second video, tell them to take a screenshot, because you're gonna, put the phone number and the code or whatever it is on there. You'll be able to get your team members to these things, which is so important, because as well as all of us know, you have to keep those team members in profit immediately. And in order to be in profit, they need to stay inside of the community and they need to be in touch. Absolutely. But so many of us get overwhelmed and sent a ton of emails or however your communication is, but we just get overwhelmed with it to the point where sometimes I go through emails and I'll be like delete because I can't do it. But if your mentor, your team builder is sending you over a 10-second Snapchat video telling you need to be somewhere, you're going to make sure you're there.
Right.
I love that idea. So I think that we pretty much covered what we wanted to cover today as far as the Snapchat goes. Get over there, find me, find Kelly. We're going to go put our little Snapchats inside of the group. If you're watching this replay, the link will be below. Same with some more training. And if you're interested in the My Lead System Pro, which is a training platform that has all your tools and all of that stuff that will grow your business. It is not a business opportunity. We do not talk business opportunities on Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind, but we will be talking to you about building your business, and this is how we built our business over the last couple of years to be where we're at today.
Right. And a quick little tip, since we are on this hangout here, if I know we should have said this in the beginning, But if it's a little fuzzy, if your screen's a little fuzzy, there's a little settings thing down in the bottom right-hand corner. If you click that and you click on HD, the resolution will get better.
That's a good one.
So just so you guys are aware of that, if you're watching webinars, whether it's this webinar or another webinar, always, if your screen's fuzzy, click that little icon in the bottom right. It looks like a wheel. Click that, settings will come up, and click HD. And you'll get a clearer picture. The resolution's better. Just had to throw that in there.
I know, I like that.
Well, you can't see it on our end. You can't see it when you're watching when you're watching a webinar.
Oh my God, when you're hosting, I'm like, I don't see a little.
when you're watching one, not hosting one. There's a difference.
See, all the things. I mean, look, all the things you learn on these. I mean, there's little nuggets everywhere.
The little nuggets. So next time you're watching a webinar and it looks fuzzy, click the wheel at the bottom. You can make it look like an HD TV.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining us today. We'll be back here same time next week. We'll let you know inside the group what it is about. If you want to get on our, newsletters and make sure that we're, you're in the loop of when Tipsy Tuesdays are, what is happening with Tipsy Tuesdays, how to get a hold of recordings, how to get a hold of these Wednesday webinars, get a hold of Kelly or I. You can find me anywhere at SamanthaSWall.com, Samantha S. Wall, everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everywhere. How do they get a hold of you?
Kelly Shields and KellyandStephanie.com.
So go over, get on the newsletters, stay informed. The best thing that you can do is keep learning. Pat yourself on the back for watching this, and we'll see you over on Snapchat.
Bye. Bye.